Hey guys, welcome to a recap of Queen of the Universe, episode 4 Dragging Up the Past. In this episode, we are going to get to know our queens a little bit more. We're going to pretty much learn about how they first got into drag. So, this is an episode that's going to be for the feelings, for the sensitive queens. So, let's get into this recap. Mel B is back, so you know there's going to be some shade, okay? So the first to open up the episode is Miss Maxie, one of my faves, one that I'm looking forward till the ends, rooting for her. She opens up to how she got into drag. Now she started when she was only 11 years old. You know, her auntie was actually the one that introduced her into drag. Her auntie is a transgendered woman and she learned a lot and is inspired by her, super influential. So we get to see where she got it from. So tonight, Maxie is performing Flashdance What a Feeling. So it's gonna be an upbeat, happy song for this episode because compared to the other queens, it's a lot of sad songs and then we get happy. It's like very emotional up and down. So she goes and her voice is just, oh my God, very phenomenal. I enjoyed her performance because she does a whole trick. I love to see tricks when it comes to a performance. And I thought I couldn't take my eyes off those boots. I need those boots in my life. I thought they looked sickening. Overall, I thought Maxie did a great job. Her look on the stage was actually an homage to her photo when she was younger, and I like that she incorporated that into her performance. And the judges did not miss that at all. So Vanessa, she loved the emotions. I thought that she thought it was a great way to start the episode. Michelle, she loved that she made it her own, the song. And Mel B, she loved everything about the performance and the how much she owned it. Now, Trixie Mattel, she nutted for the whole look. So overall, this first performance got so many positive reviews, positive feedbacks, and I'm thinking, okay, these judges, they're not too harsh, they're not too mean. You know, it was the first performance of the evening, and they were actually quite nice. I was like, okay. I felt like, Maxie, she did it. But then after Max's performance, I was so concerned for our girls. So next we have Militia Scott. Now we get to know a little bit of tea about her. She and Tyga have a thing. They've been flirting. This is our showmance for this season. So it's cute to watch, and I like how Giselle Royale kind of pointed it out to make it everyone know in the room that this is the thing going on. So what we learned is that Militia didn't come out until she was 19, and she was actually surprised the support that she got from her mother because her mother come from like the church background. So what they know about gays is like pretty much from the mindset of this is wrong. But it was completely opposite for her mom. Her mom embraced her and gave her comfort. So Militia really appreciated that a lot. So she will be singing tonight Love is a Losing Game. So for me, it was kind of a slow start. I felt like Malicious Gun, I want to see you perform. I really want to see you do the damn thing. I thought she looked beautiful. Her face, her hair looked beautiful, her outfit. I was happy when she hit that high note later at the end. And I felt like she ended it a bit strong. So I was happy with her performance after we got into it. Now, Mel B, she wanted to know what was the reason of picking the song, and I'm like, this is not a good sign. So Melissa Scott, she shares that this song made her feel like a sense of belongingness. And Mel B, she just wanted a little bit more. She wanted the song to be more of a Militia Skunk song and not Militia Skunk doing a rendition of somebody else. Which I understood the feedback, understood the comment, but there's so much you can do. You don't want to take a risk and change up the song completely and for it to not to be recognizable. But I can understand and see where she is coming from. I wanted more of a performance, more action. Malicious Gun, you need to bring that San Francisco into it, okay? So, Trixie Mattel, she says that she had some pitch issues in the beginning, but she looked beautiful. Vanessa, she agreed with Mel B. So, oop, it wasn't a good performance. So she had two out of the two judges because Michelle Visage, she is so sweet. Michelle Visage, she just focused not even on the performance, but who Malicious Gun is as a person. She shares that, she appreciates how Malicious Gun is who she is and how far she has come. So when they don't really talk about your performance, and they just talk about you, I felt like, okay, Malicious Gun is in the danger zone for me. She's in danger. Okay. So next we have Aura Eternal, and I like her. She's interesting for me. So she's happy with this whole experience. She really is close with all the queens. And we learned that she's gonna be performing Mary J. Blige Family Affair. And this girl, I did not expect this song choice, but I want to hear it. I want to see what it gives. And so I did not expect this from her, but I actually really loved her performance, the look, the movement. She gave us the whole package. And I thought, okay, this is a good, uplifting. Let's pick up the beat type of situation because we were getting sad. First we were happy, then we got sad. Now we get happy, we getting crunk. So I enjoyed this completely, and those dance moves were so spot on. So Michelle, she loved it. The voice sounded great. Trixie Mattel said that the moves were very, very, very interesting. She called it drunk, but Vanessa had to check Trixie and said, no, that is choreo. That is choreo, and that's not easy to do. Mel, she kind of shades Ginger Spice, but then she gave Aura Eternal a compliment, saying that she can sing and dance. So Aura Eternal, she did pretty well. So I have so far a feeling that Maxi is safe and Aura Eternal is safe. Right now, it's looking hard for Malicious Gun. So next we get Tyga Brava. And we learned that her grandmother was actually, and she is still is for forever will be super famous out in Mexico. So he's inspired by her as a performer, her as a singer, her as an entertainer. So we actually learned, and he opens up and shared that he had a moment where he didn't sing for 10 years, but now things are changed and he's back to doing what he loves, which is singing and performing. So she will be singing Kesha Praying. Okay. So this is such a powerful song. It's very super emotional, especially when you know the background for Kesha. So for her to sing that, instantly it got my emotion. So we went up. Now we have a sad song, yeah. So Trixie Mattel said that this was so genuine of a performance. Michelle thought this was so beautiful and so wise of a choice of a song. Vanessa usually she's I'm waiting what she's gonna say if she's gonna be mean, but she said she liked the looks that Tyga was producing. The visual aspects was spot on, very beautiful. Mel B, she loved the articulation of her vocals, so that's pretty good feedback. Really, to me, for me, if I was one of the contestants, how I would feel like I'm doing a good job is if I get good feedback from not only Vanessa but also Mel B. Those two are like the main judge. Michelle Visage, as long as you have your makeup correctly, she's gonna give you some good feedback. Trixie Mattel is gonna make you laugh. But I don't know if you're being serious with me or not. So next we get Giselle Royale, and we learned that she got into her first pageant when she was 19. And when you look at her, she just looks stunning. She just looks sickening. So she said that, tonight is going to be a special night for her because she's going to actually sing a Vanessa Williams song. And I'm like, that is risky. I would be scared to do that Vanessa in front of Vanessa Williams. Okay, she does not play. So she's doing this because she identifies with Vanessa Williams in her struggle. And so she is doing a Vanessa Williams song. And I'm like, girl, you are braver than the most of us. So the song starts and she's singing Save the Best for Last. And instantly Vanessa is like, oh, she's doing my song. She recognized the song because it's her song. And Michelle is gagged. She's like, oh my God, girl, they're going to do your song? That's so risky. So Giselle, of course, she looks beautiful and she's singing the song, and I'm just nervous. I'm waiting for the feedback. So Vanessa, she says that, this was Giselle's moment and she congratulated her. She didn't even want to stand to give a standing ovation because there were so many issues with the song, but she was being quite polite. This was not a good choice at all. I feel like Giselle, this should have been your moment. You should have picked a different song. Now, Trixie, she is hooked on the look, so she doesn't comment on the singing aspect. But Michelle, um she said that the vocals were amazing, but there were some parts that the tempo had some issues, and she picked more of an upbeat song next song because Giselle has been doing a lot of ballads, a lot of sad music. Now Mel B, she kept it 100% real. She said what Vanessa couldn't say, and said that there were so many pitch issues, it was so nasally that no. And I was like, that, but someone had to say it, and Vanessa agreed. She's like, thank you. Pretty much her eyes were like, thank you. Thank you. So I feel like Giselle, oh, you're in danger too now. From what I'm learning is that you shouldn't do any, no more sad songs, okay? Everyone, let's do happy, upbeat. It's time to celebrate, okay? So next we have Viola, and she's sharing how the first time she was in drag was for a musical, which is actually, a typical coming out story when people get into drag. Even back in the day, if you look at from theater, men used to play as women, and that was normal. It wasn't even considered drag; it was considered just an art form. Okay, so he is performing "Don't Stop Me Now." And I thought, okay, finally an upbeat song. And he was having fun. But why? Okay, why I keep saying he is because the drag was giving very masculine for me. I wanted to see the feminine, display and everything. So I wasn't too much a fan of the look. I felt like it was very underwhelming. It was very, giving, like, you just woke out of bed and say, okay, I'm gonna perform this song in front of everybody, like you're singing in the shower pretty much. So then we get the feedback, and y'all, they let Viola have it. So Trixie Mattel said that the drag in the throwback photo is the drag that should have been on this stage, and I could not have agreed even more. I felt like the efforts, the look, it didn't seem like it was thought out too much. Michelle Visage thought it was a very ambitious song choice, and that the vocals was super pitchy, but and top of that, the look was basic. Oh, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. I would be sweating bullets because Michelle and Trixie didn't have nothing good to say. Now Vanessa said the bottom notes was not in pitch. And Mel B said the performance was giving very amateur. So she wanted her to do way better. And I would have do I pack my things and go home? No. But RuPaul says you have to be a professional. Okay, so Viola, I can't imagine the feeling that you're going through, and I can tell from the crowd too that based on the performance, they were not too much feeling it because they were looking at Viola perform, and there were so many pitch issues vocally. There were so many like, this was not the best of her performance. So we are concerned now for Militia Scott, and also we have Viola. We have to be concerned for. So next we have Trevor Ashley. Now Trevor Ashley, the first time that she was in drag was when she was 19. And what's interesting is that the family was just waiting for her to come out. Like she comes from such a supportive family, which is amazing to come from. Is that it's by luck, and I hope that everyone nowadays can have a safe environment to really come out. So she opens up and shares how her mother has passed away recently. So she's dedicating this performance, this song to her. The song is The Rose. So it's another sad song. But the thing is with Trevor Ashley, she is a professional. She actually knows how to sing and gives a very great performance. And I was shocked too. I said, is she really playing the piano? I was so gagged by that. So that's not an easy thing to do. So I was impressed by her vocals and her performance. So Michelle, says some encouraging words to respect her mother and also to give her props because she is the first of this season of this night to be pitch perfect, okay, which is amazing. And I feel like automatically You should wait for that. So Mel B, she was impressed by the vocals. Vanessa, she said that Trevor Ashley made the crowd feel very emotional performance. And Trixie thought the makeup was beautiful. So 10, 10, 10, 10, 10 across the board. Okay. So now it's time for the studio audience to vote for their favorite queen of the night. And we're going to learn who's going to be eliminated. And y'all, to me, I thought it was straightforward. I felt like we could kind of tell who was at the bottom. And to me, the two was Militia Scott and Viola. And we'll see. But, I feel like there's some rigor mortis going on here, okay? So we learned that Giselle is safe. Trevor, and this is not in order, Trevor Ashley is safe. Maxie is safe. Tyga is also safe. So we now have Viola, Aura, Eternal, and Malicious Gun. So obviously, I enjoyed Aura Eternal's performance. So I'm thinking our girl is gonna be safe. But instead, Graham Norton shares that Viola is safe, and even Viola is shocked and confused. The judges is shocked and confused. And Mel B, she's still shady. She's like, oh, she wanted to die up there. And Aura Eternal, her face, it was all in her face. And I'm like, girl, same, 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 same. So now we're looking at Aura Eternal and Malicious Gun as the bottom, and Malicious Gun's face was like sunken, okay? So I thought that was so crazy. Oh, but thank goodness Mel B is there to be shady. So Aura, and Malicious Guns are standing next to each other, and the judges have to then decide who gets their vote. So Mel B votes to keep Malicious Guns safe. Trixie votes Aura Eternal to be safe. Now, Vanessa, she saves Aura Eternal. So it all comes down to Michelle Visage, who she's going to save. And I just remember and recall in the beginning of the season how Michelle Visage was super excited that Melissa Scott was here and gonna be part of this competition. So I thought she was gonna vote for Melissa Scott. But I also had a funny feeling because I feel like Aura Eternal did a really great performance. So what they're gonna base this on, you know? And Michelle Visage, she chooses to save Aura Eternal. So Malicious Gun is eliminated, but she leaves with so much grace, and I have so much respect for that. So for next episode, I'm excited to see what these girls are gonna do, what they're gonna bring, and how Viola is gonna recover from this. Because now all eyes will be on you, because it's very apparent the judges felt like at least that Viola should have been in the bottom. Viola is from the UK, and we are filming this in the UK. So do you think there was a bias towards Viola? I think so. Because I do not think that it was Malicious Gun's time to go like that. Okay, like that. So we'll see, and we'll continue to recap Queen of the Universe. So stay tuned, and do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate every one of you, and as always, share as much kindness as possible. Love you guys. Bye.